are going to start in Sukhasana. We're going to stay there for a little bit of time. So if you want a blanket or a block or a pillow, something to prop your seat up on, you might grab that now. And we'll get started. Come on down and find an easy seat in Sukhasana. Cross your legs at your shins. Maybe give your thighs a little rub. Encourage them to soften. Let those inner knees widen. Take any movements here that feel good before you settle into stillness. So maybe some shoulder rolls, some head rolls, some torso or rib rolls. Eventually landing right on top of those sit bones, stacking shoulders over hips and getting a little brighter through your spine. We're going to start with some Nadi Shodhana breathing, some alternate nostril breathing today. And we're going to use that to help us slow down, to settle in, to calm our nervous system. So I want you to take your right hand and bring your first two fingers in towards your palm. You can turn your hand to face your face. Your ring finger will eventually close off your left nostril, and your thumb will eventually close off that right nostril. So just have that hand available by your nose. Close your eyes. Start by taking a big full breath in through both nostrils. And a big exhale out both nostrils. From there, close off the right nostril with your thumb. Inhale in through just the left nostril. Close the left so both are sealed. Take a little pause. Open the right nostril. Exhale out just the right. Inhale in through the right. Seal both and pause. Open the left, exhale out just the left. We're going to continue like that with a few more rounds. Inhale in through the left. Close both and pause. Open right, exhale out the right. Inhale in through the right. Close both and pause. Open left, exhale. Inhale left. Close and pause. Open right, exhale. Inhale right. Close and pause. Exhale left. Two more rounds. Inhale left. Close and pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close and pause. Exhale left. Release your hand from your nose. Breathing in and out through both nostrils evenly at your own pace. Just check in. Observe perhaps any energetic shifts, a deeper sense of arrival, of presence. As we head towards the end of the year, it can seem like we are being sucked into a time warp tunnel where everything speeds up and moves fiercely towards this pinpoint moment called New Year's. And the swirl of it all, I invite you to slow down. This is a special, spirited time of the year. It resonates differently for everyone. For some, it's joyful and merry. For others, it may be a little sad or melancholy, but a commonality is that energy is elevated and our sensitivity to that energy is heightened. It's super important to slow down and ground ourselves in the present, to make each moment clear and conscious instead of collapsing into the whirlwind hype and racing to the end of the year. Can we pause and smell the crisp air? Can we look our friend or partner in the eyes and truly, with full attention, listen to their stories? Can we taste something sweet like it's the first time we've ever had it? Can we give with purpose and receive with gratitude? When we slow down, we have time to realign our intentions, to really consider why and how we're doing things. Let's slow down today with breath, with body, in space and time. Let's remind ourselves to be present. Resist the end of the year chaos and instead savor its magic. Bring your hands to your heart center. Taking a moment to honor your heart space, bow your forehead to your hands. Release your hands to your thighs. Gently let your eyes crack open. And any way you'd like, make your way onto all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, spread your fingers wide, tuck and spread your toes. I want you to turn your fingers out and bring your hands kind of close together here. We're going to get into the wrist a little bit. Just start to rock side to side, taking that weight to the ends of your hands so those wrists get a little stretch. And then keep that little rock side to side. As you feel ready, start to turn those fingers a little closer towards the back of your mat. So maybe 4 o'clock and 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't know my clock. But keep turning those fingers towards the back of your mat. Eventually trying to turn those fingers all the way back to face towards your knees. Still rocking side to side, still kneading the mat with your hands, getting into those wrists. If you feel comfortable, keep your hands facing this direction and start to slow down into stillness. If this is too much, flip your hands around and back to normal. We'll take cow and cat with our hands maybe in reverse like this. On an inhale, cow, sit bones lift, heart and gaze lift. Exhale, cat, tuck your tailbone, lift your belly, push into your hands, drop your head. Again, inhale, cow, sit bones lift, heart and head lift. Exhale, cat, really doming your upper back to the ceiling. Push into those hands, tuck your chin to your chest. Few more rounds in and out with the breath. Inhale, cow. Arching and rounding the spine. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You can keep those hands flipped if you'd like. You can always return them back to normal whenever you need. We'll start to take some circles. Send your head and hips to the right. Lift your head and hips towards the ceiling, over to the left, and then round through that cat shape. Continue with that circle to the right. A few more times. You can take this at your own pace. Getting into the shoulders, the neck, the hips, the back. After this round, reverse and start to circle left. Head and hips left. Up towards the ceiling, over to the right, and then down to the floor to round through that cat shape. A few more times to the left. If it feels good to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. Take one more circle, no rush. Once you finish up your last circle, come to a flat back and neutral spine. And if those hands are flipped, start to return them back to normal. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes under. Now we're going to strengthen our wrists a little bit. Tent up onto your fingertips. Spider those fingers, push down into your fingers, pull your belly in. Energetically, can you drag your hands towards your knees and see if you can drag your knees towards your hands? Scoop up through your belly and hover your knees just an inch off the floor. Continue to push into your fingers to strengthen through the wrists for 5. Belly drawing in and up to strengthen the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees. Bring your palms flat on the floor. Next breath in, reach your right arm up to the sky. Open your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Come all the way to that right shoulder and the side of your head. Push the floor away with your left hand and work your torso around and up to the ceiling. Option to stay right there. If you'd like, you can take your left arm to the sky or even half wrap that left arm behind you. Can you let your tailbone lengthen back, top of head lengthen forward, so you're trying to lengthen your spine as you twist. Big full breaths in to lengthen. Big exhales to twist. Let's take one more breath in and out. Bring your left hand back to the floor, pushing into that hand. Inhale, unthread, right arm up to the sky. Open, unwind. Exhale, right hand to the floor. We'll take the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, thread your left arm through. Come all the way down to that left shoulder and the side of your head. Push into that right hand. Try and draw that top shoulder back and spiral your torso around. Option to stay. Maybe right arm reaches up. Maybe right arm half wraps. Keep rolling that top shoulder back. Can you find that link through your spine again? Tailbone reaches up and back. Top of head reaches forward. Inhale, more length along that spine. Use your exhale to twist. One more inhale. Exhale. Return your right hand down to the mat. Push into that hand. Inhale, unthread left arm back up to the sky. And on an exhale, release. Fingers are spread. Give a little extra push into your thumb and index fingers. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, downward dog. Keep pressing into your thumb and index fingers. Lengthen through your arms and side waist. Stretch your hips up and back. Get longer through the backs of your legs. And let's just pedal out our legs here slowly. Bend one knee and reach the opposite heel to the floor. Switch. Bend the other knee, reach the other heel down. Then back and forth a couple times on your own. Maybe you shake your head out a little bit too. Notice how you're breathing. Moving a little bit slower today and really going in, really feeling, exploring all the parts of our body, our mind, our heart, our breath. Send energy down and out through both heels now. Imagine you could pick your toes up off the floor. You might even be able to do so, pushing a little more into those balls of the feet to reach your heels even closer to the floor. Let your toes relax. Now we'll reverse that. Inhale, rise high on the toes, lift your heels. As you exhale, pivot your heels to the right and then drop them back down. Push into your hands, keep your hips high. Find a nice stretch through your left side body. Big breath into that space. Big breath out. Inhale back through center, rise high on your toes. Exhale, spin your heels to the left and drop them down. Push into your hands. Keep your hips high. Stretching that right side. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale back through center. Rise high on your toes. Exhale, melt your heels towards the floor. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Long and strong. Take a moment here, inner thighs. Try and spin your inner thighs up to the ceiling. You might feel your legs and hips lift a little bit as you do that. Keep that happening. Now tuck your tailbone towards your heels. Push the floor away with your hands. Send your belly up towards your spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press back, downward dog. We'll try and find that again as we pull forward to plank. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Inner thighs are lifting to the ceiling. Tailbone is tucking. Push the floor away with the hands. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Inner thighs are spiraling up. Tailbone is tucking towards the heels. Push the floor away with the hands. Take a breath in, a little different. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Tilt your sit bones to the ceiling. Pull your heart and gaze forward just like a cow pose. Keep that happening in your spine. Start to bend your elbows straight back and lower your chest and chin to the floor. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your sit bones poking to the ceiling. Push into your toes. Pull your heart forward and up for baby cobra. So your heart slides through your hands. Toes are untucked, shoulders roll back. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Here, energetically, imagine you could drag your hands back towards the back of your mat and pull your heart a little further forward and up. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release your forehead to the floor. Hands come behind you. At your lower back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Tops of feet stay grounded. Inhale, lift your chest. Stretch your arms long. As your knuckles reach to the back of the room, grow wider across your chest. Chin is tucked just a little so the back of your neck is long. Tailbone is reaching towards your heels, just like in plank position. Take one more breath in. Lift a little higher. Exhale, release your left cheek to the floor. Let your arms go and soften into the earth. You might close your eyes for a moment. Drop in. Maybe you wiggle your hips side to side. Find a little release through your lower back. Bring your forehead back to the floor. One more time. This time as you reach behind and interlace, see if you can interlace with the opposite finger on top. Roll your shoulders back. Tops of feet stay grounded. Inhale, lift your chest. Reach your knuckles to the back of the room. Can you lift your hands up off your tush? Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Get wider across your chest. Chin is tucked slightly. Take a breath in. Lift a little higher. Exhale, right cheek to the floor. Release your arms. Close your eyes. Maybe sway those hips a little bit side to side. Slow down your breath. Bring your forehead to the floor, hands under your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Breathe. Can you keep a little action in your arms? So those arms are long. Press into your hands to send your sit bones back. If your forehead's able to touch the floor, maybe you gently massage your forehead as you sway your head side to side. Can you bring your inhales all the way into your back ribs? Let go even more as you exhale. And as you're ready, make your way into downward dog. This time we'll pedal the legs, but I want you to use these pedals to walk your feet to your hands. Little baby steps, heading towards the top of your mat. Once you arrive there, open your feet hip width apart. Soft knees for a forward fold. Shake out your head, shake out your shoulders. Grab hold of opposite elbows, give them a little pull. Push down and out through your heels to lift those sit bones higher. And we'll find an easy twist. As you bend your left knee, start to look underneath your right shoulder. You might be able to pull that right elbow towards the top left corner of your mat. Press into your right heel. Get longer up the back of your right leg. Take one more breath in. Exhale and release. Other side, right knee softens. Start to look under that left shoulder. Maybe you can pull that left elbow towards the top right corner of your mat. Press more into that left heel to lengthen up the back of that left leg. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift. Release your arms. Bring your fingers to your shins. Push off your shins. Reach the top of your head forward. Find a little more space in those hip creases. Draw your belly and front ribs in and your shoulder blades together. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Maybe this time open mouth exhale as you fold forward. One more inhale, half lift. Open mouth exhale to fold. Shake out your head and shoulders. Soften your knees and roll up slowly. Reminding yourself to slow down. Once you arrive, roll your shoulders back. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Big toes touch. Hands to heart center. With soft or closed eyes, check in. Using a slower pace to draw us into the present. To deepen our mindfulness, our consciousness. Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Lift your heart, press your palms. Exhale, side bend right. Bring your right hand to your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. Soften your shoulders. Let your tailbone reach towards your heels as you send your hips further to the left. Inhale, back through center, big reach up. Exhale, side bend left. Left hand finds left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Shoulders are soft. Tailbone is reaching down towards those heels. Hips are pressing to the right. Inhale, back through center, reaching up. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Elbows draw down, heart lifts. Can you tip your elbows up towards the ceiling a little more? Open across your chest. Take one more breath in and out. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Use your full exhale to fold. Take your time. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Inhale your left leg back to meet it. Lower your knees to the floor. Poke your sit bones to the ceiling. Heart and gaze lift. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Push off those toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Your heart slides forward, shoulders roll back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Left foot comes to meet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Heart lifts, palms press. Exhale, side bend right. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Draw your belly and front ribs in. Anchor through that left foot. Press those hips further to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend left. Anchoring through that right foot. Let your hips press to the right. Belly and front ribs soften in. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Heart lifts, elbows draw down, but then try and tilt your elbows up to the ceiling. Squeeze your tush to protect your lower back. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Big exhale to slowly dive over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands find the floor. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, right leg back to meet it, plank position. Lower your knees to the floor. Tilt those sit bones to the ceiling, heart and gaze lift. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Push off those toes, heart pulls forward and up. Inhale, baby cobra, shoulders roll back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right foot comes to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms around and up, palms press. Let's smooth it out. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant. Right foot steps to a lunge. Inhale, left leg back to plank. Lower your knees to the floor. Tilt those sit bones to the sky. Heart and gaze lift. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Glide your heart through. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adding on a touch this round. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, pushing into the tops of your feet. Heart pulls forward, press into your hands and draw your shoulders back. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands and pause. Inhale, low lunge twist. Right arm reaches to the sky. Today, I want you to turn your right toes out about 45 degrees and then sweep that right arm all the way overhead. Start to lean your chest back and you can let that right knee open wide. You might even roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Shoulders are soft. Keep powering through that back leg. Finding space in that right hip. Turn your torso to the ceiling. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Back foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, palms press. Last time. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant hands, step left foot back. Inhale, right leg to plank. Lower your knees, lift those sit bones, lift your heart and gaze. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra, glide your heart forward, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Here's our little add-on. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Push the floor away with your hands. Pull your shoulders back. Push down into your feet so much that your legs lengthen, your knees lift. Take one more breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Pause. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm to the sky. Today, spin those left toes out about 45 degrees. Reach that left arm to the front of your space. Push into your bottom hand. Try and spin your torso to the ceiling and let that left knee open wide. You might roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Keep powering through that back leg as you twist your torso to the ceiling. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Back foot steps forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, palms press. This time, exhale, gather your hands to your heart and take a breath. Slowing down. Checking in. If your eyes are closed, let them crack open slowly. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Taking a moment here, soften through your shoulders. Try and soften through the tops of your thighs. See if you can move your shins back over your heels. Scoop your tailbone forward. Really engage through the front of your body. Maybe sink a little lower in those hips. Lift through your heart, reach through your fingers. Take one more breath in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Seal your back heel down. Setting up for warrior one. Hop that back foot to the left slightly and forward slightly. So you're in a little wider and shorter stance. Pull your outer right hip back. Keep anchoring through that back heel. Power through that back leg. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Working to find that here. Right hip pulls back. Spin your inner left thigh towards the back of your space. Try and keep that back heel grounded, that back leg long as you bend through your front knee. Belly and front ribs draw in. Tailbone lengthens down. Back ribs reach up. If it's comfortable in your shoulders, you might lift your heart and press your palms and gaze towards your hands. Wherever you are, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Hands come to your hips. Stretch your legs. You might need to hop that back foot in a little. Working towards pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Right hip pulls back, legs are long, hips are square. On an inhale, lift your heart. On an exhale, fold from the hips, lengthen out over your right leg. Hips are pulling back as your heart reaches forward. Eventually let your fingers find the floor. Soften your belly to your front thigh, forehead to your front shin. Keep anchoring through that back heel, stretching that back leg long. Can you let the weight of your torso help you fold over that front thigh? Easy shoulders, easy neck and head. You might even shake it out a little bit. We're here for one more inhale. And a full exhale. Inhale, half lift. Rise onto your fingertips. Modified Parvrita Trikonasana. We're going to keep that left hand inside your right foot. Tent up onto those fingertips. As you pull your hips back, I want you to reach your right arm forward and then circle that arm up to the ceiling. By reaching that arm forward first, we're trying to lengthen through our spine. Keep that length as you start to find that spiral. Bottom ribs spin around and up. Top shoulder rolls back. Keep pressing down and out through your feet. Scissor those inner thighs together to help you balance. We're here for one more breath in. Listen closely as you exhale, let that right arm reach to the back of your room. Circle around to that right calf or ankle. Gliding into standing splits. Shift onto your right leg. Float that left leg to the sky. With your right hand on your right ankle, see if you can pull yourself in a little deeper towards that right leg. Hips are square. Spin your left hip down towards the floor and really use that left tush, that left hamstring, that left calf to lift that left leg. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Left toes will reach back, right knee bends. Inhale, step to plank. We'll flush it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Seal your right heel down. Again, setting up for warrior one. Hop that right foot to the right and forward slightly, wider and shorter stance. Pull that left hip back. Push into your back heel. Fire up that back leg. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Can you use your back leg to help steer your hips? So spin that inner right thigh to the back of your space. See if that can help you pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Keep anchoring through that back foot. Stretch that back leg. Maybe bend your front knee deeper. Belly and front ribs draw in. Tailbone is lengthening down. Lower back should not have too much of an arch to it. We're trying to reach up out of that lower back. Back ribs lift up. Shoulders soften down. Maybe as your heart lifts, your palms press. Wherever you are. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hands to your hips, and we'll stretch that front leg. You might need to hop your back foot in a little to find your stance here, setting up for Parsvottanasana. Hips are square. You have your hands now to help you guide right hip forward, left hip back. Anchor through those feet. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Pull your hips back. Reach your heart forward. Eventually land your hands on the floor. Work your belly over that thigh. Forehead over that shin. Maybe shake out your head, your neck. Keep that inner right thigh spinning back. That right foot is grounded. Inner thighs are zipping in and up to help you balance. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, half lift. Come on to your fingertips, lengthen your spine. Modified Parvrita Trikonasana. Right hand stays inside that left foot. Tent up onto your right fingers. Anchor through your feet, especially that back heel, and reach your left arm forward. Get long through your spine first, and then continue that arm circle. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Hips are pulling back, heart is pulling forward. Try and spiral your bottom ribs around and roll that top shoulder back. Keep pressing through that back foot. Inner thighs are lifting. Bottom shoulder is rolling open as well. Stay for a breath in. Listen closely. On that exhale, left arm reaches to the back of your room, circles around and catches left calf or ankle. Inhale, standing splits. Glide onto that left leg. Float your right leg to the sky. Bring your forehead closer to your front shin. Spin your right hip down to square the hips. Use your right tush, hamstring, and calf to lift that right leg. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Right toes land way back. Front knee bends. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. This time as you exhale, drop your knees to the floor, open them wide. Bring your big toes to touch and press back, child's pose. Take a breath. Again, trying to breathe into your back ribs. Notice where your breath goes. If there's anywhere in your body that might be feeling a little tight, a little tense, maybe direct your breath there. Start to make your way back into downward dog. And in your down dog, open your feet mat width apart. Go wide with your feet. We're We're going to walk our hands towards our feet, bend your knees, and find a prayer squat. Elbows inside your knees, hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back, scoop your tailbone forward. Option to stay right here. If you'd like to add a little chest stretch, left fingers extend to the floor, right arm reaches up to the sky. If you're in this chest stretch, widen across your chest, soften your shoulders away from your ears. Keep equal weight on both feet. Take one more breath in. Exhale back into your prayer squat. Staying here, or right side, right fingers extend down and out. Left arm reaches up on that high diagonal. Push your right knee open wide. Spin your heart to the ceiling. Soft shoulders. Grow wider across your chest. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Tilt your head towards the floor. Fingers find the floor. Hips lift to the sky. Take some gentle rocks side to side. Walk your feet until they're hip width apart. Soft knees, catch hold of big toes, Padangusthasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull yourself into a deep forward fold. Elbows bend out to the sides. Roll your shoulders up your back, away from your ears. Press down into your feet to lift those sit bones. We're here for one more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Walk your hands forward. Come into downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, scorpion dog. Open your hip, bend your knee. Push into that right hand. See if you can poke that right knee a little higher. Open that hip a little wider. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot steps all the way up between your hands. Inhale, high lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Back toes turn in slightly. Right toes point straight forward. Can you push down and out through your feet, but at the same time zip up through your pelvic floor? Shoulders lengthen down, tailbone lengthens down. Belly draws in, heart is open. Gaze over your right middle finger. Can you soften your face? Can you soften your breath? Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Continue to move your right shin forward as you reach your right arm up and back. Create more space across your right hip crease. Get longer through your right ribs. Gaze towards your right hand. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your hands to the floor. Frame your front foot square off and drop your back knee. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Exhale, left arm hooks to the outside of your right leg. Palms press. Use that pressing of your palms to widen across your chest. So shoulder blades squeeze together. Use that pressing of your palms to work your heart closer to your thumbs. Option to stay here or maybe tuck your back toes and lift that back knee. If that knee is lifted, stretch your back leg long. Keep bending through your front knee as you rotate your torso around. Shoulders soft, chest wide. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Crawl all the way around to the left, Skandasana at the back of your mat. Left knee bends, right toes spin towards the ceiling. Press your left knee open wide. Lengthen through your spine. Your hips can sink towards the floor as your heart lifts away from it. One big breath here. Exhale, push off your back foot. Find a wide-legged fold. Both feet spin in slightly. Heels spin out. I want you to keep your hips in line with your heels. Start to walk your hands forward. So you're finding down dog in your upper body. Long arms, long side waist. That right arm stays extended. We'll take a twist. Left hand grabs outside of right calf or ankle and just start to spin and look under your right shoulder. Press down and out through your heels. See if you can tilt your sit bones up to the ceiling. One big breath in. Twist a little deeper as you exhale. Nice, release your hands. Crawl your hands all the way around to the right. Low lunge facing front. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, big stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two with awareness. Back toes turn in slightly, front toes point forward. Front knee lands right over that front ankle. Push down and out through your feet. Zip up through your pelvic floor. Shoulders soften, tailbone lengthens down. Belly pulls in, heart is wide. Gaze over your left middle finger, soft eyes, soft breath. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. Keep that left shin moving forward as you stretch up and back, creating space across that left hip crease. Along those left ribs, can you gaze towards your left hand? Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor, square off, drop your back knee. Left hand to left thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, hook that right arm to the outside of your left leg. As those palms press, squeeze your shoulder blades together. As those palms press, spin your heart closer to your thumbs. Option to keep that back knee down or tuck toes and really reach through that back leg. Can you get longer through your spine as you breathe in? Use that exhale to twist. Belly is pulling in. Shoulder blades together, heart open. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release your hands. Crawl your hands to the right, Skandasana at the back of your mat. Right knee bends, left toes spin to the ceiling. Push that right knee wide open. Hips can sink down as heart floats up. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Press off that back foot. Turn both feet in slightly. We're going to walk our hands forward, but try not to let your hips move forward with them. Hips are in line with heels. Arms alongside, waist are long. Keep that left arm extended. Catch the outside of your left calf or ankle with your right hand and start to twist underneath that left arm. Push down and out through your feet. Keep those sit bones lifting high. Stay for a breath in. Twist deeper as you exhale. Release your arms. Crawl all the way around to the left and we'll find our flow. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. On an exhale, knees drop. Open them wide. Bring your big toes to touch. Child's pose. Slow down. Connect to your breath. Soften your body. Find your way back into downward dog. On an inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee. Coming into a quad stretch. Right arm reaches around, back knee bends. Catch for the pinky toe side of that foot. See if you can kick your foot into your hand. Lean your torso back. Open your heart. Energetically, think of dragging your front heel back and your back knee forward. Think of bringing those 2 points closer together. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Frame your front foot, heel toe that right foot in a little bit. Scoot your back knee back about 2 inches. Start to stretch your front leg straight for half splits. Hips are pulling back, heart is reaching forward. After you find that length, fold over that leg. Option to stay here and breathe, or work your way into full splits. Right heel moving forward, left knee moving back. Big full breaths. Using those exhales to sink in, to soften. One more breath in. Can you go a little deeper into that stretch as you exhale? And we'll rewind. Take your time. Low lunge, no rush. Bending through that front knee. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Inhale, step to plank. From here, we'll exhale right back into downward dog. On an inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee. Left arm circles around, back knee bends. Catch for the pinky toe side of that foot. Roll your top shoulder back. Energetically, think of that front heel and back knee dragging towards each other. Heart is open, face is soft. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release. Frame your front foot, heel toe that left foot in slightly. Scoot your back knee back about 2 inches. Half splits as your hips pull back, reach your heart forward, find that length, and then soften and fold. Option to stay, option to glide into Hanumanasana, full splits. Listen to your body. We usually have one side that's a little tighter or a little looser. Find your breath. Using those exhales to soften, to deepen. One more breath in and out. We'll find low lunge again, no rush, take your time. Front knee bends, tuck those back toes. When you're ready, inhale, step to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze past your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump feet through your hands and have a seat. Left leg will stay extended. We're going to take this right knee. It's like a half Gomukhasana. See if you can stack that right knee over your left. Flex your left toes back. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. And on an exhale, start to hinge from your hips, reaching forward, folding over the legs. Think of your hips reaching back as your heart pulls forward, and then soften into that stretch. Make your way up to sit. We'll keep it very simple and just change sides. Right leg extends. You'll bring that left knee, stack that left knee on top of your right as best as possible. That left foot folds in, right foot flexes, sit up tall, big breath in. Exhale, hinging from the hips, so you're trying to keep a long spine as you fold forward. And then at the end of that long spine, just release. Shoulders, neck, head. Make your way back up to sit. Extend that left leg long. Bring your hands behind your thighs. So you bend your knees, float your shins to the ceiling. Navasana boat pose, shoulders roll back. You can stay right here. Maybe those arms extend, maybe those legs stretch. We'll take it down into a half boat. Lower slowly, belly is engaged. Hover your shoulders, hover your feet just above the floor. And then come back up into boat. One more time like that. Lowering down into that half boat. Big exhale to come back up. This time we'll lower slowly to the floor in 5. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, and release. Setting up for bridge pose. Walk your feet in towards your seats. Feet are hip width apart, arms alongside your body. Push down into your heels, scoop your tailbone under. Start to lift your hips away from the floor. Interlace your hands underneath you, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Push down into your arms and feet to lift those hips high. Big breaths. Can you soften your chin away from your chest, but then press into your feet and send your chest towards the wall behind you. Still trying to keep a little space in your throat. Take one more breath in. On an exhale, release your hands, roll down one vertebra at a time. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee. Draw those knees into your chest and just start to circle those legs out. A few times one way, a few times the other way. Happy baby, catch for the outer edges of your feet and pull your feet down. Work your lower back towards the floor, tuck your chin slightly. If it feels good to rock a little or stretch one or both legs, go for it. And draw your knees together and take them over to the left for an easy twist. Right arm can cactus or extend. Gaze towards that right arm. Maybe you close your eyes. Inhale through center. Exhale your knees to the right. Look to the left. You can cactus or extend that left arm. Turn your gaze in that direction. Inhale back through center. Wrap your arms around your legs. Squeeze into a tight, tight ball for 3, 2. Take one big breath in. One big sigh out. Release and set up for final rest. Take your time finding the shape. Getting comfortable so you can really drop in to that stillness. Not by being still, but by letting go. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Turn your head side to side. Walk your feet in towards your seat to bend your knees. When you're ready, roll to the right and just pause. Transitioning slowly from your practice on your mat back into the world. When you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Tall, light spine. Close your eyes. Draw your hands to your heart. In an age of speed, I began to think nothing could be more invigorating than going slow. In an age of distraction, nothing can feel more luxurious than paying attention. Pico Iyer. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste.